Adverbs is a word that tells us more about a verb. So it's basically a word that will modify or describe a verb or an adjective or even another adverb in a sentence. Okay, so it basically tells you when, where, and how an action is performed. It also indicates the quality or degree of an action. So when adverbs modify your verbs, this basically means that how they are describing the way an action is happening. So let's take a few examples to understand this better. Rahul is always hungry for success. So here we have used this adverb called always, which modifies that how Rahul is always hungry for success. So this word always modifies it or qualifies it or describes the verb hungry for success in a more extended form. I love that dog very much. She's running fast. Anita works hard. She wrote that willingly. So here the adverbs in most of these sentences, it answers the question in what manner. Like she is running fast. How is she running? She's running fast. So that is the explanation that the adverb is giving, and eventually it is modifying the verb. As discussed, adverbs can also modify adjectives and other adverbs as well. So often the purpose of using an adverb in cases of an adjective or another adverb is just to add a degree of intensity to the adjective, right? So here we have an example for both of these situations. He's really hardworking. Hardworking is one adjective for the person. Now here you are adding this word really, which means that this is just increasing the intensity of saying that how much hardworking the person is. So he's really hardworking. Similarly, that was extremely kind of you. Kind being an adjective, it is intensifying the whole sentence, saying that it is extremely kind of you. Similarly, it also modifies an adverb. She drives incredibly slowly, right? So if you notice, adverbs end with an ly. In most of the situations, your adverb will end with ly, but there are some exceptions to it. Example, friendly. The word friendly, which ends with ly, is basically not an adverb, but still it ends with ly. So there are some exceptions, but many adverbs end with an ly. He drives extremely fast. Again, extremely is another adverb which is used to say that how fast the person drives. So as discussed, an adverb will tell you when, where, how much, and in what frequency a verb is described or an adjective is described, or for that matter, another adverb is also described. So here we have 5 different types of adverbs answering how, where, when, how much, and how often. So the first type of adverb is a conjunctive adverb, which connects phrases or independent clauses. So it basically connects 2 different ideas and it shows a relationship. And then eventually it is also called as a connector. It rained last night. Nonetheless, the show has not been cancelled. So here we have these 2 different independent sentences, 2 independent clauses which are connected using the adverb called nonetheless. So it rained last night. Nonetheless, the show has not been cancelled. Last season, there was a great drought. Consequently, we could not grow crops. Again, here the same situation is happening, that we have 2 different sentences, and using the adverb, using the conjunctive adverb, the 2 independent clauses are put together. The next type of adverb is a sentence adverb, which basically starts the sentence, or it modifies the whole sentence using that one adverb, which is normally used before the sentence or as the first word of the sentence. Hopefully, we will win the competition. Apparently, the sky is getting dark. So here again, it's putting a little more of a force to the sentence to make it look more impactful. The next type is the adverb of time or frequency. So this basically answers the question of when and how frequently the act or the action is happening or will be performed. So it indicates the time or frequency of the action in the sentence. So whatever is going to happen, when it is going to happen, or how frequently it's going to happen. So that is the adverb of time and frequency. Example: yesterday, today, tomorrow, already, tonight, then, last year, next year, later, always, or some days of the week, or today, tomorrow, occasionally. So all of these are adverbs of time. He always gets a good result. So the adverb always defines that, this person is meant to get good results and he will always get a good result. I will leave on Monday. He smokes occasionally. So in these sentences, these adverbs are helping us figure out when and how frequently the action is being performed. The next type of adverb is the adverb of place or direction. So it indicates the place or the direction of the action that is going to happen. Basically, in the sentence, whatever is the action, it is happening at what place or in what direction, or basically it answers the question where. We have examples like above, abroad, far, away, back, here, outside, backwards, behind. All of these are individual examples of adverbs of place, which answers the question of where. Some example sentences can be: he plays in the field, Alex is going to school, he is staying at my home. The next one is the adverb that expresses the importance or the degree or the level of action in the sentence. So basically it's called as an adverb of degree, okay, which states the importance of that action which is happening in the sentence or in the situation. So they answer the question of how much is the action performed, right? She completely forgot about her anniversary. So here the adverb completely says how much of the action, which means all of it. The second one is: I read the newspaper thoroughly. Robin hardly studies. So all of these words expresses the adverbs of degree, which says how much. Some more examples can be quite, entirely, extremely, rather, almost, at least, just, etc. So this was it about adverbs, and a quick note here about placement of adverbs. So placing adverbs can be a challenge at times. So it's very important to understand that how and where you need to place these adverbs, and putting the adverb in a wrong spot can produce an awkward sentence, and it can completely change the meaning of the sentence. So we have to be careful about some words which are used as an adverb and to not misplace them. So with this, we come to the end of this video. I hope you understood what adverbs are and how you have to use them in sentences, and to, of course, not overuse them. With this, we can wrap up this video, and I will see you in another video with the English Grammar series. Till then, you keep learning English, and do consider to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you found the content useful.